Sri Ramakrishna said to M, "It is the day of the Kali Pujo. It is good to make some arrangements for the worship. Please speak to the devotees about it." M went to the drawing room and told the devotees what the master had said. Kalipodo and others busied themselves with the arrangements. About 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Dr. Shorkar arrived, accompanied by Professor Neelmoni. The doctor listened to the report of the illness and prescribed medicine. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, "These 2 books have been purchased for you." M handed him the books. The doctor wanted to hear some songs. At the master's bidding, M and another devotee sang. "How are you trying, O my mind, to know the nature of God? You are groping like a madman, locked in a dark room." Then they sang, "Who is there that can understand what Mother Kali is? Even the 6 darshanas are powerless to reveal her. It is she, the scriptures say, that is the inner self of the yogi, who in self discovers all his joy. She that, of her own sweet will, inhabits every living thing. The macrocosm and microcosm rest in the mother's womb. Now do you see how vast it is? In the Mooladhara, the yogi meditates on her, and in the Sahasrara. Who but Shiva has beheld her as she really is? Within the lotus wilderness, she sports beside her mate the swan. When man aspires to understand her, Ram Prasad must smile. To think of knowing her, he says, is quite as laughable as to imagine one can swim across the boundless sea. But while my mind has understood, alas, my heart has not. Though but a dwarf, it would still strive to make a captive of the moon." Again they sang, "O mind, you do not know how to farm. Fallow lies the field of your life. If you had only worked it well, how rich a harvest you might reap." Then, "Come, let us go for a walk, O mind, to Kali, the wish-fulfilling tree, and there beneath it gather the 4 fruits of life." Dr. Sharkar said to Girish, "That song of yours is very nice. The one about the Veena in the life of Buddha." At a hint from the master, Girish and Kalipodo sang together. Behold my Veena, my dearly beloved, my lute of sweetest tone. If tenderly you play on it, the strings will waken at your touch to rarest melodies. They continued, We mourn for rest, alas, but rest we can never find. We know not whence we come, nor where we float away. Time and again we tread this round of smiles and tears. In vain we pine to know whither our pathway leads, and why we play this empty play. They sang again. Hold me fast, O Nitai. I feel as if I shall pass away. Bestowing Hori's name on men, I raised high waves in the river of my love, and now upon its raging stream I am carried helplessly. With grief my heart is laden down. Alas, Nitai, to whom shall I speak of it? Behold, I am swiftly borne away by the current of man's deep woe. Then they sang, Jagai Madhai, O come and dance, chanting Hori's name with fervor. And finally, come one and all, take Radha's love. The high tide of her love flows by. It will not last for very long. Oh, come then, come ye, one and all. Listening to these songs, 2 or 3 of the devotees, among them Monindro and Latu, went into a spiritual mood. Latu was seated by Niranjan's side. When the singing was over, the master spoke with the doctor. The previous day, Dr. Pratap Mujumdar had prescribed Nux vomica for the master. Dr. Sarkar was annoyed to hear of it. Doctor, to give him Nux vomica? Why? I am not dead yet. Master, smiling. Why should you die? God forbid. May your avidya die. Doctor, I never have any avidya. Dr. Sarkar understood avidya to mean mistress. Master, smiling. Oh no, I don't mean that. In the case of a Shonnashi, his mother, avidya, ignorance, dies giving birth to a child, vivek, discrimination. Horibollav arrived. Sri Ramakrishna said, I feel very happy when I see you. Horibollav was a man of very humble nature. He sat on the bare floor and not on the mat. He began to fan the master. He was the government lawyer at Cuttack. Professor Neelmoni sat near them. Sri Ramakrishna did not want to offend him. Casting his glance on the professor, he said, Oh, What a grand day it is for me. A few minutes later, Dr. Sharkar and Professor Neelmoni took their leave. Horibollabh also departed, saying that he would come again.